Hello, BookTube. I've got some mail for you today on a gradually cloudier and cloudier Wednesday. Massive system. Looks like it's creeping up on Boston. It could be that the weekend will be full of rain. Bright sunlight earlier, but it's been struggling ever since. And it's been a wonderful day. I had a wonderful encounter. First thing today, if you're watching, I made a friend first thing today. We had a long talk about your iPad. That was a lot of fun. And I got some mail to continue the mail streak. So let's go through the mail that we got. I got the Martha's Vineyard Gazette, the black and white newspaper from the island of Martha's Vineyard off the coast of Massachusetts. I'm their book reviewer. And I also got the New York Review of Books. Big, generous issue here. Haven't cracked it. Haven't looked at it at all. I'm looking forward to... well, actually, let's see. Let's see what's in here. Let's see what we've got. Well, okay. All right. Well, Kathleen Sheen has a review in here. We'll have to see what that's like. Are there any books reviewed here that I have also reviewed? Jenny Uglow's in here. That's fantastic. Susie Hansen's in here. That's fantastic. Anything at all that I have reviewed myself? Spoiled stuff. Oh, Iron and Blood. Peter Wilson's book, Iron and Blood. I think I reviewed that. And that's by David Motadel. Okay, great. That's Iron Blood is his big military history of Germany that I really, really liked. I really need to read that again before the end of the year. Oh, okay. And somebody named Gregory Afinaganov reviews the new Alexander Mika Baritzi's new biography of General Kutuzov, which I never got. I haven't got that yet. I'll have to leave that as kind of a spur to go and get that to see if maybe I can get a copy of that. I never have, and I'm really curious to see it. But anyway, that is the New York Review of Books, and then we have the mail. So let's go through the mail. We've got a couple of packages and a box. So let's see what we have here first. Oh, okay. Is this a double? Isn't this a double? This is Jonathan Evans' new book, Again and Again. This comes out in early November. Another really nice American cover, although don't title your book with a cliche. Just don't do it. I'm not even calling for a moratorium. I'm calling to ban it. Just don't do it. Don't title your book with a cliche or a turn of phrase. Don't do it. Give your book a title of its own. But anyway, let's see here. Indie favorite author Jonathan Evison has had an unusual career. In his 2022 novel Small World, released to major critical acclaim, his name was also in the national conversation for a very different reason, book banning. Last year, Evison's widely beloved 2018 book Lawn Boy swiftly became one of the most banned books in the United States, along classics like Kite Runner, Paradise, and The Bluest Eye. Wait a minute, Lawn Boy? I read Lawn Boy. What on earth? Why is it the most banned book in the country? I read Lawn Boy. In the midst of the controversy, the author has remained firm in his defense of books and his support for librarians, booksellers, and readers. Okay. What's his latest book? So his latest book is saturated with the same heartfelt empathy and unforgettable characters that put Evison on the literary map. Okay, so what is it, though? Can we get to the book? It all starts with Eugene Miles, who is living out his final days in a nursing home, bored, curmudgeonly, and struggling to find purpose and connect. The thing about Gino is that this current life, the one where he's a lonely old man adrift in his final years, isn't his only life. Though no one else believes him, Gino has been cycling through all sorts of lives ever since he went by the name of Uric and scraped by as a petty thief in medieval Spain. As luck would have it, that first life gave him the greatest gift of all, his first encounter with Gaia, the love of his life, the woman he would spend the next 1,000 years searching for. Oh wow, now he's in a nursing home now, and no one believes it. Well, that sounds good. Okay, this is seeming familiar, either because I've emailed with a publicist about it, or maybe we saw the advance copy here, but this comes out in early November. I'm going to have to look up this controversy about Lawn Boy. I remember reading it and really liking it. I'll move on to this next one here. Another finished copy. That's good. Oh, great. Fantastic. Okay. I've already brought this to your attention, but now I get a physical copy to show you. This is The Wolf at the Door, collected stuff by Gene Wolfe. Again, not only is this a lazy cover, but again, your title should not be an idiom, a cliche, a turn of phrase. Your title should not be that, no matter what, even if you're dealing with a master. Let's see what we've got here. Are you going to describe what this is? This book is a brand new collection from one of America's premier literary giants, showcasing some material that has never been seen before. Short stories, yes, but also poems, essays, and ephemera that gives us a wider window into the mind of the literary powerhouse whose worldview changed generations of readers' perception of the universe. Fantastic. Okay, well, I'm glad to have a finished copy of this because I would definitely want it. Great. So I don't have any information on this. I think this is an October book, but I don't have any information on it. So if you're a Gene Wolfe fan, you have to have this, obviously, and a lot of you are Gene Wolfe fans. If you aren't, you should be. He was the real deal. You have to look this up and get the date on it. I don't have the date on it. And then we have the box, and then we'll be done. Ooh, the box is very light. Oh my, the box is as light as a feather. It's too light to be a book. What could this be? Oh, da, 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 da. Oh, it's the tripod I ordered. Oh my, let's take a look at you. What do I get for $4? Okay, just a standard tripod here. So let's put the bracket on here. This is just a standard $4 tripod. Oh, the bean is very curious now. What is that, baby? Oh, what is that? Oh, it doesn't have a fuzzy thing on it. I think she was thinking of that because the last thing I got had a fuzzy thing on it. She wanted to kill it. You don't want to kill this, do you? No, you're just curious about it. Just an ordinary tripod. This isn't going to last long. The other one that I had, that I broke, was twice as thick and heavy as this thing. This is nice and light. You got these flexible legs for all sorts of things like that, and a bracket for you to put your phone on it. The goal here will be to film on this, to film on my iPhone 11. So the bracket extends like that, so you will put the phone in there, and I'm assuming you'll put the phone in there. Is that how it's going to go? Because this doesn't extend enough for it to be in landscape mode. It doesn't get big enough for that. Okay. So is this... Did I order the wrong thing? Is that what we're learning here? So I would put this in... Oh, no. Surely not. Surely not. No, I've got to be understanding this wrong. Maybe this is the way to do it. To do it like that. Okay, so you do it like that, and then you tighten this thing up here. You don't want it flopping around like that. And there you go. Then you've got... okay. Did I tighten it too much? All right, this isn't even it. Yeah. It isn't as good as the tripod that I destroyed, that's for sure. But I'm sure that I can live with it just a bit. I can figure out how to make it nice and sturdy. And the goal here will be to film on my iPhone, to film all of BookTube and Zoom conversations on the iPhone using this. I have this, and now I have a couple of microphones that I can try, although audio doesn't seem to have been a problem lately. And the goal here, now that I have this, would be to switch all video over to the phone so that no video is being done on my laptop. Just offload that to my phone. I've got the laptop, the tablet, and the phone. I've got those three categories. I'm always going to have those three categories. I'm obviously not going to find one device that is all of those three categories. So I have the laptop, the tablet, and the phone. I've now got a Bluetooth keyboard that will work with this phone. So maybe I could do some writing on the phone. That would be great. If I could offload all the... I don't know what the writing experience is like. I haven't tried it yet. But if I could offload... If the writing experience is comfortable enough and convenient enough on the phone with that Bluetooth keyboard, well, then that's two things that I'd be offloading to the phone. The filming and the writing and editing and sending and whatnot. It wouldn't be reading, but I don't know. My tech is in flux, but I now have the final piece of the puzzle. I now have a tripod. So there was a period there a few years ago where I filmed all my videos on my phone. I filmed thousands of videos on my iPhone 7 before it died and my iPhone 6S. So I know how to do it, and I know that it can be done, and I know that it works. So I just need to experiment, get used to it again, and try that. I will try filming on the phone for all of those needs. Video conferences with editors, Zoom chats with Micah Cummins or whoever, and also all of the filming and uploading of videos. I'll move that all over to the phone and see if it can live comfortably there. Because right now, the only function that my phone serves is the occasional phone call. I don't scroll on it. I don't doom scroll on it. I don't call people. I don't read on it. Right now, the only function it serves is if occasionally I want to order food or something like that, or call the vet to ask about an appointment for my little bean or something like that. Otherwise, no. Otherwise, that is one category that is by far the least functional of the three. My tablet, I read while I'm eating. I scroll on it occasionally. I watch videos on it because I can move around. I can't move the laptop around. And the laptop, of course, I work on it. I write on it. I read on it, do emails on it. And then there's the phone, where right now I've got this device. It's always there, and I don't use it for anything except the occasional phone call. It'd be great if I could get a lot more use out of that category. You've got to have that category. You've got to have a working phone. But although I've gone years without one, you got to have a working phone. Right now, though, that's all that category does. And if I'm going to have these three categories, it would be nice if all three categories were maxed out to the limit of what they can do. If they were all working as hard as they can. My laptop, my poor little 11-inch MacBook, is working as hard as it can. I use it all the time. My iPad, I use a lot. My phone, barely at all. So we'll see. That's all going to be in flux. You can count on being my guinea pig. But anyway, that is the mail. We have the wolf at the door, and again and again. And the reckoning, and final reckoning, and all the other cliches that you can think of for dumb titles. But the books themselves seem really interesting. And a tripod. This is a lot lighter and flimsier than the tripod that I had. I have to see, how hospitable this is. I mean, it's got all the controls that I need. That's probably good enough. I mean, I'm not much for experimenting, but like this isn't moving at all. It should have. I guess this is designed to keep it in place. It's only got the one movement possible there. You can move it down like that, but you can't move it on this side. You can't move it on that side. You can't do anything else. It goes down that one thing and then just turns around to fit any direction that you want. I guess that's better than it being, too promiscuous. We shall see. I will film some test videos on this. But anyway, that's it. That's the mail for today. So I'll wrap this up for now. But I'll be back. Thank you, BookTube.